Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dana and I'm really excited to be here today sharing with you an Ashtanga basics and restorative yoga practice. I want to thank SoulFest and the sponsor of this video, Elizabeth Huber, for her generous contribution and support of not only SoulFest, but the entire yoga teacher community here in New York. For today's practice, you'll need a yoga mat and a rolled up towel or blanket. Anything that you have in the house is fine. And a little bit of empty wall space. Let's get started.
Begin standing up at the front of your yoga mat. Bring your feet together to touch and start to deepen your breath in through your nose and out through your nose. We'll begin our Ashtanga yoga practice with a few rounds of sun salutations, and the first one will take a modified variation, which you're welcome to stick with if you're newer to the yoga practice. Next, inhale, reach your arms up overhead, gaze to your thumbs. Exhale, bow forward, fold, relax your neck. Inhale, look forward, lifting the head. Exhale, step back to a plank position and place your knees down. Bend your elbows and lower all the way down onto the front of your body. Inhale to lift your head and your heart, baby cobra. Exhale, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Deep, full breaths. 1. Exhale, 2. You're welcome to rest in child's pose if you need by placing your knees down on the mat and sitting back to your heels. 2 more breaths. 1 more deep breath. On your next inhale, you can walk your feet forward to your hands from downward dog or child's pose. Look halfway up. Exhale, bow forward, fold. Relax your neck. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms up overhead, look up. Exhale, back to where you started, standing in samasthitihi or even stance. Find a full breath in and out. Again, inhale, reach your arms up, stretch and look up. Exhale to bow forward, fold over your legs. Inhale, look forward. On your exhale, step back to that plank. You're welcome to modify again, or this time keep the knees up as you bend your elbows and lower halfway. Inhale, upward dog, or take the cobra again. Curl the toes and press the hips back. Exhale to downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. 1. Let the breath fill the lungs and empty completely for 2. Keep spreading your fingers and pressing your palms into the mat. 3. Deep breath. 4. And 5. On your next inhale, walk your feet forward towards your hands again, looking forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow your head. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms up, lift your gaze up, and exhale back to that samasthitihi or even stance. Find a breath. Again, inhale, reach your arms up, lift your gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. On the inhale, look forward. Exhale, you can step back, or maybe you're ready to try a light jump back to plank and bend your elbows for Chaturanga Dandasana. Roll forward, spread your chest. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Press the hips back to downward facing dog. Breathe. 1. Again, as always, you're welcome to rest in that child's pose as needed. 2. Breathe. 3. 4. 5. As you inhale, you can step forward or lift your heels, bend your knees, and hop lightly forward to the front of the mat. As you arrive, look halfway up. Exhale to fold, bow your head. Inhale, stand up, reach your arms up, lift your gaze up. Exhale, come back to standing. Lower your arms. Sun salutation B, second variation, will take 1 round together. Inhale, bend your knees, chair pose. Exhale, bow forward and fold. Inhale to look halfway up and prepare. Exhale, you can step back and put your knees down or hop back to plank and bend your elbows. Upward dog, spread your chest. Inhale, downward dog, press back, exhale. Inhale, step your right foot forward, turn your left heel down and stand up into warrior one. Reach your arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame your right foot. Step back and bend your elbows. Roll forward, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Inhale, step your left foot forward again. Ground the right heel back as you reach up, Virabhadrasana, warrior. Exhale, hands down, step back, bend your elbows. Remember, you're welcome to put your knees down there. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, or rest in a child's pose. Either way, deepen the breath through the nose. 1. Keep imagining lengthening your arms. 2, sending your hips up and back and your heels down to the mat for 3. 4. And 5. On your next inhale, you can walk or take that light hop forward. Look forward. Exhale, fold, relax your neck down. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale, finish where you started, standing up tall. Take a few breaths here, noticing how the body feels after some sun salutations. Should hopefully feel a little bit more warmed up. We'll move towards the standing sequence. The fundamental standing postures in Ashtanga begin with 2 forward folds. Take another few breaths, noticing the feeling of the body. As you find you're ready, separate your feet hip-width apart. Fold forward and grab a hold of your big toes with your first 2 fingers and thumb. On the inhale, lift your head up. As you exhale, bow forward. This posture is Padangushtasana, or holding the big toes of the feet pose. Breathe. 1. As we did in the sun salutations here, try to keep the breath deep and feel into the body. If you need a bend in your knees, you're welcome to, or if you find that you need to look forward, that's fine. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, look forward and exhale. Padahastasana, or foot on hand pose. Step on the hands, again bending your knees if needed. Bow the head as you exhale. Breathe. 1. Again here, you might have your knees bent for the duration of the pose. 2, if the legs feel tight or the back feels tight. 3, try to focus at one point with your eyes. Soften the gaze for 4. And 5. As you inhale, look forward. On your exhale, release your hands. As you inhale, stand up again. And exhale, return to the front of your mat. Come back to what we call Samastitihi, an even stance. Breathe in and out. Triangle pose, Uttita Trikonasana. Step out to your right and spread your arms wide. Pivot your right foot out and your left foot slightly in. Reach out. And on an exhale, tilt down. You're welcome to put your hand on your right leg, wherever it lands. Or maybe you'll grab your right big toe. Either way, see if you can turn your gaze up to your left hand. Breathe. Notice the feeling in your spine here as you press your feet into the floor. 3 more breaths. Breathe. 2 more. And last one. Inhale, stand up through the center, pivot your heels to switch the direction of your toes. Your left foot now faces the front of your mat. Next, exhale, tilt down into triangle pose, second side. Rest your hand on your shin or reach down and grab your big toe. Either way, look to your right hand for 1. Breathe. 2. Imagine making your spine longer, rolling your chest open for 3. 4. 5. Use your inhale to come up. Revolve triangle. Turn your right foot out to face the back of your mat again. You can square your hips off by grabbing your pelvis and turning to face the back. Press into your left foot behind you. Reach your left hand down to the floor. Maybe put it next to the big toe or on a yoga block if you have it. And if it's available, you might step that left hand outside your right foot. Either way, reach your right arm up and see if you can turn your gaze to look to that hand. Continue the deep breaths here, noticing the feeling of opposition as you press your back left foot into the floor behind you. Next inhale, stand up. Keep pressing into your heels as you pivot your toes. The left foot turns out. Square off your pelvis again to press the front of the mat. And as you exhale, twist your right hand down. It can come next to the big toe or on a yoga block or outside that left foot. Reach up through the left hand. Breathe through the nose. Keep drawing the left hip crease back as you revolve your rib cage. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale to stand up. Spread your arms and parallel your feet. As you exhale, step to the front of your mat. Find a full breath in and a full breath out. Utthita Parshvakonasana. Inhale, step out 5 feet to the right. Spread your arms. Turn your right foot out and bend your right knee deep. Bring your forearm to your knee and reach your left arm overhead. Breathe. 1. You're welcome to stay there, or you can take your right hand to the floor outside your foot for 2. Either way, stretch through the whole left side. 3. Breathe. 4. And 5. Inhale to stand up. Spread the arms. Switch the direction of your toes. Bend your left knee deeply. Bring your left forearm to your knee again. Reach over through the right arm. 1. Imagine that right arm reaches at a diagonal. 2. Maybe the left hand comes to the floor outside your foot for 3. Roll your ribs open to the ceiling. 4. And 5. Inhale to stand up. For the revolved version, turn your right foot out again. Square off your hips to face the back of your yoga mat and bend your knee. Bring your palms together at a prayer position, and on an exhale, twist your left elbow to touch your right knee. Breathe. 1. Feel your spine revolve to the right. 2. If it's available, you might take the left hand down and reach overhead through the right arm for 3, but feel free to just stay with the palms in prayer. 4. And 5. Inhale to stand up. Switch the direction of your toes. Bend your left knee. Square off your pelvis to the front of the mat. Join your hands in a prayer position and exhale to twist the right elbow to that bent left knee for 1. This is revolved side angle. It's a challenging pose. 2. Breathe deeply for 3. Maybe take the full arm variation, right hand down, left arm overhead. 4. Breathe. 5. Inhale to stand up. Spread your arms facing the side of your mat. Exhale, step to the front. Samastitihi, or even stance. Take a deep breath in and out. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide or spread foot fold. Step out 5 feet wide and grab your waist. Exhale, fold and put your hands down flat on your mat. Inhale, look forward halfway up. And exhale to fold forward all the way down. So you can also bend your knees here if your legs feel tight, taking 3 more breaths. Breathe. 4, relax the back of the neck. And 5. As you inhale next time, lift the head up halfway. Take an exhale there, squeeze your abdominal muscles in. Inhale, stand up and grab your waist. Exhale all of your air. Inhale, spread your arms. Exhale, grab your waist again. Take a deep inhale, think that the chest lifts. Exhale to fold. Again, relax the head and the neck for 1. Maybe bend the knees if the legs feel tight. 2. You might find that you can fold and place your head almost to the mat for 3. 4. Deep breath. 5. Inhale to stand up at the top of the mat. Exhale. C. Inhale, spread your arms. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Take an inhale and exhale to fold. Reach your knuckles away from your back. 1. Maybe they extend up towards the ceiling or even overhead. 2. Squeeze the front of your thighs so that the legs give you stability for 3. Breathe. 4. 5. Inhale deeply to stand up at the top. Exhale. One more of these. Grab your waist. Take an inhale for D, last version. Exhale, fold and grab your big toes. Take an inhale to look forward and an exhale to fold. If you're not comfortable holding your toes, you can also grab your ankles, breathing 2. Imagine lifting the shoulders away from the neck for 3, 4, 5. On your next inhale, look up halfway only. Exhale there, squeeze your abs in. Inhale to stand up and grab your waist. Exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Bring your feet together and lower your arms. Take a full breath in and out. Parshvottanasana. Bring your hands behind your back into reverse prayer, or just grab opposite elbows. Inhale, step out 2 feet to the right. Turn your right foot out, your left foot in, and square off your hips to face the back of your mat. Exhale to bow forward, stretching over towards your right leg for 1. You can stop anywhere along the line that you feel the stretch for 2. Continue to press back into the left heel in opposition, 3. Breathe, 4. 5. Inhale to stand up, press down into your heels, pivot your toes, turn around to face the front of your mat, square off your hips, and exhale to bow towards the left leg, 1. Again, keep pressing back into the right foot in opposition for 2. 3. Remember, if you're not in reverse prayer, you might just be gripping your elbows, 4. And 5. Inhale to stand up, parallel your feet. Exhale, step to the front of your mat, Samasthitihi. Those are the fundamental postures of the Ashtanga Yoga series. We'll move on to our restorative practice, beginning with legs up the wall. Take a few seconds. You can even pause this video to move your mat up against the wall. Once it's there, turn to face the side, parallel to the wall. And then ease 1 foot at a time towards the wall, scooting your hips closer and closer until you can extend your legs up the wall. This posture is called Viparita Karani in Sanskrit, and it's a great posture for restoring circulation to the lower limbs. Take some time to make sure that the arms splay out open to the sides, the head is centered, and the muscles of the face are soft. Blink your eyes closed. And notice your breath slowing. We'll take about 3 minutes in this restorative posture. Begin to notice your breath again. And gradually taking deeper inhales and deeper exhales. And start to bend the knees and slide the feet gently down the wall. When you find you're ready, reach your right arm back overhead and ease yourself off the wall over to lay on your right side for a few moments. Notice the effects of the posture, any sensations you feel in the legs or the hips. Again, only as you're ready, make your way back up to sit. At this point, you're welcome to turn your mat back away from the wall if that's more comfortable, or you can just leave it where it is. Our next restorative posture will require our rolled up blanket or towel as a prop. For Supta Baddha Konasana or supine bound angle, bring your feet together so your knees are open wide like a diamond shape. Take the rolled up blanket on top of your ankles and then tuck it underneath and behind your ankles, almost making it into like the shape of a donut or a bagel. Gradually make your way down onto your back, allowing your head to release and your knees to soften out to the side, supported by the rolled blanket. Bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. Again, soften the muscles of your face as you close your eyes. Supta Baddha Konasana is a gentle hip opener, but I remind you, if it ever becomes a little bit intense or uncomfortable, you're welcome to draw your knees together to relax that hip opening. Again, we'll rest here together for just a few minutes. Start to deepen your breath again, noticing the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Begin to move your fingers and release your arms. Pull your knees together so your feet step flat onto your mat. Reach your right arm back overhead, and just as you moved off the wall here, you can roll over to your right side for a few moments. Press down into that top left hand to ease yourself up to sit. Our next restorative posture is a gentler version of Paschimottanasana, or seated forward fold. Open the blanket again. You might even add another rolled blanket on top or a pillow. Let your legs fold over so the blanket is around the crease at your knees. Curl your chin to your chest and round forward over your legs to stretch in opposition after the hip opener. Stop anywhere along the line that you feel the stretch. Relax the head, soften the neck and the shoulders. Blink your eyes closed and breathe into the ribs in your back. Notice your breathing again. And very gradually, unwind your spine out of the forward fold, back up to sit. Our final restorative posture and the end of our yoga practice is Shavasana, or corpse pose, resting position. You can continue to use that rolled up blanket underneath your knees or thighs. Make your way down onto your back. Let your feet flap out to the sides, your palms turn to face up. Keep the eyes closed and soften the muscles of the face and body. Notice here the difference between the very active postures we begin with in our basic Ashtanga yoga sequence and these very passive postures of our restorative yoga practice. Acknowledging the contrast between the active and the passive, the effort and the release. Allow the sensation that the body is softening here into the mat, releasing the effort. Take a few minutes together. Without changing anything just yet, notice your breath. And ever so gradually, add some movements back into the fingers and wiggle the toes. Bend one knee at a time, maybe stepping on the blanket or towel. Eventually hug your knees into your chest and roll over onto your right side one last time. When you're ready, make your way back up to any comfortable cross-legged seated posture. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope it served you. Namaste.